Hello my friends. Welcome to the What Do You Think channel, hosted by the Elephant Anchorman. Brussels bureaucrats believe that EU expansion is a way to save the EU. Absurd. Juncker eyes EU West Balkan expansion as new memberships to the destabilized EU. The European Union faces challenges instigated by Eastern European countries such as the Visegrad Four, which consists of Hungary, Poland, the Czech Republic and Slovakia, and Austria. These nations want independence, and sovereignty to govern under the will of their electorate and God, and not the EU. The rise of populist movements across Europe, beginning with Brexit and boosted by the nationalist sentiment brought about by President Trump's victory, is starting to give the EU pause in their globalist agenda to rule the people with no country and border. Election results in the Netherlands, Hungary, Germany, and Italy, as shown by the winnings of nationalist or right-wing parties in recent elections, has the unelected Brussels bureaucrats worried that their power and control could easily slip away in the near future. Juncker is acting to bring Albania and Macedonia into the EU and has started accession talks. This is a further sign that those in the upper echelons of the European Union have completely lost touch with reality. Jean-Claude Juncker is now eyeing up EU expansion across the Western Balkans. Speaking in the European Parliament today, Juncker said, "If we do not open up to countries in that highly complicated and tragic region, and if we do not open up a European perspective to them, we will see war returning to that area as we saw in the 1990s. Rather than addressing fears right across Europe that the EU is becoming too powerful and that open borders are not just stupid, but in some cases downright dangerous, those running the show are instead looking at expanding. What a crackpot Juncker and the rest of the EU bureaucrats are in the midst of widespread populist movements across Europe. It is time that the EU disassembled to return the right to independently govern back to the member states, and not in the hand of the unelected bureaucrats in the European Union. The appointed bureaucrats in Brussels are controlling the member states through money and unadopted laws designed and voted by the bureaucrats and not the legislatures of the member states. The free people are waiting patiently for individual member states to exit the EU, leading to the collapse of the EU no later than 2024. The EU is essentially a war machine being built by the bureaucrats and backed by Germany and possibly France, as revival of the German Reich. A war machine in that the Brussels bureaucrats want to build an EU army to take control of countries against the EU. Brexit, hurry up. Poland, Hungary, Austria, Greece, France, Italy, and Germany, get in line for your turn to exit. Or, should all these member states take control of the EU from the inside and change the rules and laws of the EU and re-establish the working relationship of the EU with the member states instead of exit? If not doable, then a total collapse of the EU totalitarian state is a possibility. That day should be called the Second Independence Day of Europe in the coming. The commentary here is strictly an opinion offered by the Elephant Anchorman. We do not ask for your agreement, but only your opinion or comment on the topic. What do you think?